there's like half an inch of his nose in his arms, and it's like, that's awkward.
Oh, did I tell you I yelled at a kid today for making fun of my nose?
Really?
No, but it was getting
And
recorded.
And Swackhammer's friend. It's getting recorded. Okay, well, I'll stop. I'll stop.
You might leave it up.
All right. So.
I don't have paper.
Just
Which
night
you're
out.
missing.
Here, use this.
Okay.
Take that. So it looks like we have quite the controversy here.
It looks like we do.
So I think our main issue here is if you have a clergyman leading prayer in a public school in an event like graduation, is that violating the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment because it's promoting a certain religion?
And that is a good question.
So let's take a look at any background information we have here.
Maybe we should talk about this before we start, because I don't know what to say.
Probably a good idea because I don't know what to say either.
Lays waste the tradition that is as old as the public school graduation ceremonies themselves.
Yeah. Quiet down there, Schoolia. We got that. Okay, so we have quite the decision here. Well, if we're going to decide this, first we have to figure out what is the major constitutional issue in this case. What is being questioned here?
Okay, so I think it is the established cause of the First Amendment being violated when clergy.
Let's try this again and give her the paper.
Yeah, but I would need the background. Do you have another one?
Rip it in half.
Oh, okay. You know what?
We're in a library.
library.
Lays waste the tradition. I mean, we're not in a library.
Yeah, let me read the background.
That's
What
the
are you
wrong-
guys talking
that's a
about?
different
It's like,
case.
shut, open and close
Okay,
case.
let me read the background for a second.
What's that camera doing here? Lays waste. You know you should do.
Can
I can
you
just talk
actually
about
see
it.
me from
Yeah.
here?
You just start reading that again in the middle of like their
Was that here? That's
I
right. Okay.
Should be allowed.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
think lays waste.
And you know, just, okay.
Can you see me from here?
Yeah. You can see pretty much right to like the back of your head. Like you can't see Danny's face, but you can see almost all of you.
Can't see
And-
Can you say like
No.
the majority opinion before what you say, just so we know what you're talking about? The majority opinion lays to waste?
Yeah.
Just because if you just come in with that, then we're
That's
not
what I
sure.
was about to say,
Yeah.
yeah.
So observing that the majority opinion in Lee.
And just say the majority opinion
Oh, okay.
lays the waste. If you can catch all that.
The majority opinion lays waste a tradition that is as old as the public school graduation ceremonies themselves.
Hey, quiet down there, Scalia. We got that. So, it appears that we have quite an issue here. And the first thing we need to do is figure out what the question is. What is the constitutional controversy in this case?
Okay, the question is the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment being violated when the clergy led prayer in the ceremony at a public school?
Well, this is at a time, you know, I mean, come on, middle schools and high schools everywhere always have priests and rabbis and everything at their ceremonies, you know. And I mean, even look at this. The case in Lemon versus Kurtzman, it created a precedent that says this is okay. Right. Damn.
No.
Lemon versus Kurtzman said it was not okay.
I told
Get
you-
off my court! Clarence Thomas, get out of here!
Fine!
Suck my dick!
Rejected.
Whisper.
Eat it.
Let me see that.
I wasn't reading it, I was like, oh.
Mr. Harvard, let me just make sure I'm right. Where is it? Oh, God.
I'm Sergeant Danny.
It's
I don't have a
Supreme
girlfriend, but
Court.
let me tell you how to get one on Valentine's now. Sorry. Whoa, you guys are actually working on real work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't
I thought
interrupt
you
this.
guys were making Do you want to be in our video?
Going home.
Okay.
You're actually like doing work?
At the AP Gov, I'm not in it, I'm just helping.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, you come to my class up in Trig. You help AP Gov.
He does it for the girls.
I'm just a good
I'm
guy.
honest.
That's right, I do it for the ladies.
Hey,
I take what I can get.
I am looking up the decision to Lemon versus Kurtzman.
You know what the best thing is? It's so pretty.
We should just have bloopers at the end.
I'm going to. I'll put it in credits and we'll have snippets of bloopers and then YouTube will be like, yes. This is the craziness that happens in Noble.
Mr. Hobbit
Noble.
joke. That was like the weirdest thing that ever happened to me outside of school.
What, this?
Like a teacher just walking in, like, oh, hey guys. Oh, you're doing work.
That's weird. Bowling with a teacher.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
really
doing
that
that.
weird?
It wasn't. It was with Miss Owens.
Owens.
Yeah.
Doing with Schultz.
Wow.
It's really weird doing Mr. Brogan's duet thing.
The pause. It's really weird doing Mr. Duets thing.
Duets, man.
Alright, so
It's
Lemon
weird.
versus Kurtzman, said it was unconstitutional. It went
Unconstitutional
against the
death.
establishment.
That's
Back of your
right.
phone.
No, it's not.
That's on the back of your phone.
I don't know. Don't really
Okay,
care too
so-
much.
I'm guessing it's still the plastic.
Yeah,
Probably.
he's so
Will you
stupid.
take it off?
He won't
No.
do it.
I figured.
There's a common trend lately.
We're still recording.
I know many schools would point to
Wait, if it's a
clergy
common trend that you say
prior,
take it off, it doesn't happen.
but the president
Everybody.
and President
Precedent.
President Lemon, yes. The president
Precedent.
The
It's
P.
because he's here.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's it.
I
No,
No, I
really,
really do.
I
I
can't
cause her
talk.
speech impediment. I bring out her speech impediment.
Oh my god.
Now we all can't talk.
Revenge.
We're all set.
The president, right?
Precedent.
Okay. Ooh, also trying to
Should I leave?
yeah.
Go into 108C.
Maybe have coffee.
Yeah, and schedule the supply closet. They have coffee.
Yeah, but
They
that's
have
lots of
some.
coffee and candy.
I know all about the sketchy little supply cloth.
We know it. We know. Okay. So it was popular trend, but then Lemon versus Kurtzman decided that it's unconstitutional.
Right, so the question is, do we stand by our prior decision that we made in Lemon versus Kurtzman? Or do we,
I feel like I'm learning. I
This will help on the AP exam. It's like Len versus Kirkman. Oh yeah, that's the speech impediment dude.
Guys, don't go in the hole before.
What the?
we have so much that we're
see,
just-
maybe a half hour if we stayed on track, but it's been an hour.
I know, okay, we gotta,
Okay.
where are we gonna start? Right at the top again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take it from the top.
Majority opinion lays waste a tradition that is as old as the public school graduation ceremonies themselves.
All right, Scalia, we get it. So, we've got quite the issue here. Lee versus Weisman. And we have to decide if religion in schools violates the Establishment Clause. So,
Well, you know, everything lately, there's been this popular trend to have clergy and everything in the graduation ceremony.
long-standing tradition.
Right, but then, you know, with the case that we recently looked at, Lemon versus Kurtzman, we decided that it was unconstitutional. So
Right.
are we gonna stand by that?
Yeah, we have to figure out if this is any different, if we can go by precedent, or if we're just gonna have to overturn our previous decision.
Yeah. Well, should we vote?
I think before we vote, we should take a look at the case for each side, just
That's probably a good
see what
idea.
we have.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the case in defense of Lee. Now, Lee did say that the clergyman was given specific instruction on what he had to say at the ceremony. It was emphasized that it was voluntary. And so the question becomes, if that's the case, is it promoting a religion, a state religion, and violating the Establishment Clause? That's what we got to think about.
Mhm.
On the other hand, Weisman claims it is, because just having having him there, and I believe he said he made a couple references to God, which, I mean, you could consider that insinuating a particular religion, and that would, according to our last decision, violate the Establishment Clause. So what do you guys think?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's think about this. What will be the impact of our decision? Say we decide to stand by what we said in Lemon versus Kurtzman. What will the impact be on our society?
Well, it would end up this long tradition that we've had for centuries, pretty much.
Right, it's like a defining feature, you know, having the clergymen at graduation ceremonies, and we have to look at what's constitutional versus what the tradition has said, and as Mr. Scalia pointed out, it would lay waste to the longer-standing tradition. So, we have, seems like a divisive issue here. Let's get the opinion of the justices. Just by a show of hands, how many of you are in favor of Lee that religion in schools, especially in this case, should not be considered in violation of the First Amendment? All right, so we have 4 for Lee. Now, logically that would mean we're supposed to have 5, but I feel I should just ask anyway. How many for Weisman? Okay, good, I can count. So that's 5 for Weisman and 4 for Lee. And in that case, it looks like we are going to rule in consistency with Lemon versus Kurtzman, and we're going to say that this violates the Establishment Clause of the First Amendment, and you can't do this in schools. Are we clear on that? Is that
Yep.
what we're going to say?
I'm okay with that.
Any dissent, Mr. Scalia?
No, that sounds right.
Thank you, Mr. Scalia. That's what I thought.
Roll fart.
All right. Well, I guess this is over. Let's go break the news.
Sounds good. Let's go, guys.
She called it a roll fart, Scalia.
What'd you go do about that, huh?
I just voted against myself.
Go back in my days, go my old number 12 cents.
Her copy.